Hey guys, be here with our next teen take and make. Today we are making star jars, which is a jar filled with origami stars, and it looks really cool. So in your kit, you have some instructions, and on the back, some further instructions on how to fold your star. You have a bunch of paper strips, and you also have a jar. So let's learn how to make the origami star. It's super simple. Start with any color that you'd like. I'm going to use a nice light color so that you guys can see the contrast against my dark desk. And our first step is going to be to make a knot. So the way that we do that is to make a little loop on one side of the paper like this. So it kind of looks like those flags that you see. Then we're going to stick the small side through our loop to make a knot. When it's partially done, it looks like this. You see that? Okay. And what we're going to do now is work the paper so that the excess in the knot comes through this way. So you just kind of bring the excess around like this. And you can pull it through like that. You just have to be a little gentle. Don't pull too tightly or else it might rip. Okay. And you can see we've started to make a little bit of a pentagon here. So at this point, what we're going to do is fold this little flap over this way. Just like that. Flip it over. And we're going to do the same thing with the long flap. Fold it over and line it up with the bottom here. Okay. On the reverse, this is what it looks like. And what we're going to do is continue to fold this long side over each edge. So fold it over this edge, and you'll notice it kind of turns to the side and ends up following one of our sides of the pentagon. Okay. So fold it, see how it follows this line. Just let it follow the line. Fold again, it's going to follow that line right there. Make sure it lines up. And we're just going to keep doing this until we run out of slack. Okay. To close up our star, what we're going to do is take our working edge and slide it into this little bit here. See that there's a little flap. We slide our working bit under one of these edges. Just like that. Okay. And now this is the fun part. What you're going to do is take your fingers like this, and we're going to put them on one point of our pentagon and squish. And it might be kind of tricky to do at first because the construction paper is a little thick, but you just kind of pinch and squish. And we're going to do that with each corner. Do a little pinch, squish, pinch, and squish. And we have a star. I'm going to try again with the different colors in the hopes that maybe you'll see all of these different edges and things. So we're going to make a knot. Okay, then we're going to fold this short end along that line, along that edge of the pentagon. Flip it over. Similarly, we're going to fold the working edge along this side of the pentagon and line it up with the bottom side. Flip it over. Fold along this side of the pentagon and it'll naturally turn. Let that happen. Keep working until all of your excess is used up. Okay, so sometimes you might get like an in-between amount. So it's too long for one side, but kind of too short for the other side. And there are a couple of ways to address this. You can tear off a little bit of the edge to take care of that overlap, or you can fold it over a little bit on the edge. Both ways we are trying to make it shorter so that it'll slide into the other pieces of paper easily. So I'm just going to fold it over a little bit and use that edge to slide under another piece of the paper. Kind of do this to push it in the rest of the way. And there we have a pentagon. Take your finger like this, and we're going to grab a corner and squish and pinch. Squish and pinch. And there we have a star. Alright guys, so I have all of my stars here, and I have a jar from my cupboard that I'm going to put my stars in. This one's a little bit bigger than the one you'll get. I'm using one from my cupboard instead of one from the library. So let's see what we look like here. And here is your finished star jar. I hope you enjoyed this DIY project. Keep an eye out for our next Teen Take and Make coming out next week. Okay, bye guys.